Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I am SnowKid and Brewfest is upon us, which means there is a chance to get 2 mounts that are only available during Brewfest. And in order to get these mounts, you're going to have to kill Corn Direbrew. In order to do that, you're going to have to open up your dungeon tab and click down to Corn Direbrew, and that'll cue you into the dungeon. That'll take you right there, and that's what you're looking for, is a keg-shaped treasure chest. But while we're in queue for that, let's head down to the Brewfest and see what that's all about. Alliances is right outside Ironforge, and Hordes is located right outside Orgrimmar. So we're just going to fly down here, and it's located right down here in this valley. See, these tents aren't normally set up there. In the central area, there's just mainly a bunch of vendors, like beer and cheese, I think, vendors. And then there's the Brewfest currency vendor, which you can get some cool things there. And then there's some quests and some dailies right outside of it. The queues can be sort of lengthy, so don't forget to zap these Elix with your little laser beam. You have to be drunk in order to see them, but if drinking is not your thing, they do have goggles that you can use that will simulate the effects of being drunk. You have to zap 3 of them outside of 3 different cities, depending upon if you're Horde or Alliance. The easiest way to do this is get a mage friend to port you around to the different areas. That works rather fast. Now after you've done that, you can go back to the main Brewfest hub, whether that be outside Ironforge or Orgrimmar, and you can catch these wild Warpletingers. You're going to need 5 of these, and once again you have to be drunk or wearing the goggles in order to see them. And now you may be asking yourself, what is a Warpletinger? That's a good question, and you'll find out as soon as you turned in the quest for this, because you'll actually get one as a pet that can be used in pet battles. I believe there's 2 pets that you can actually get during Brewfest 2, and I'll be showing you those right now. This is the Warpletinger, which you get from turning in the quest from catching 5 of them around the area. Basically what it is a fanged, winged rabbit with deer antlers. It's actually pretty unique looking, pretty cool. I like it a lot. And here's the second pet you can get, is a pint-sized pink pachyderm, which is basically a little elephant that looks very similar to the ones that you were shooting with the lasers in the quest prior to the Warpletinger one I showed you. And now you get this pet from purchasing it with the Brewfest currency that you get from completing the quest and dailies. And here's the vendor. She also has Brewfest clothes, the goggles, the pet, and hops that make your pet look like the Brewfest mounts, but it only lasts a certain amount of time. Now after all that fun of zapping the Elix and capturing the Warpletingers, don't forget to protect your brew from the Dark Iron Dwarves who come to try to steal your brew. There are sample beers laying around on different tables that you can pick up and throw at the Dark Iron Dwarves to try to protect your kegs. And there's also big mugs like that pretty much put you into a spin throwing mugs of beer at all these Dark Iron Dwarves, and if you're successful in protecting all your brews, then you get to turn in that quest, which is a daily. And finally, queue popped. But there's that one guy who's not paying attention right away and makes everybody else wait. Alright, here we go. Once in, you're just going to want to kill Corn Direbrew. It's a really easy fight. He just summons some ads that come out of little ground drills like that. The worst that'll happen is if you're standing on top of the area that gets drilled, as you get knocked up in the air, and that's really about it. This fight is pretty simple for level 90, which unfortunately you have to be level 90 in order to even queue into it. Corn Direbrew drops other things like fun trinkets and fun transmog things, but you can only get the keg-shaped treasure chest, which the mounts have a chance to drop in once a day per tune, which means if you have more than one level 90, you can run it with both of them, or 3 of them, or however many you have, and you have that many more chances of actually getting the drop. Unfortunately, this time I do not get it, but I wanted to show you the run anyway, just so you can see what it looks like before Brewfest is actually over. And this is what both mounts look like. The one on the right is a Brewfest Kodu, and the one on the left, which the one I'm sitting on, is a Brewfest Ram. I got the Brewfest Ram a couple years ago, and I'm still looking for the Brewfest Kodu, which is modeled after the Tauren mount. But that's everything I have for you today. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. If you did, please comment and thumbs up. Please go check out my channel for some more mount guides, pet guides, and PvP action. And until next time, happy gaming.